Hello friends. So in this video lecture we will be discussing about the CSAT section of the prelims paper. In this we will be ensuring that you will not be facing any difficulties after watching this video series. So what we will do is prepare all the holistic themes, repetitive themes asked by the UPSC in CSAT paper. Okay. So my name is Ankur Pandey, and let me give you a brief introduction about myself, then we'll continue towards the session. So I have graduated from IIT Roorkee and I have been associated with UPSC paper since last 4 to 5 years. So I have scored as high as 140 plus marks in the CSAT paper. Okay, so I will be telling you some of the tips and tricks to score high in CSAT paper and ensure that you will not face any difficulty in this paper. Okay, so just like any other GS papers, there is also a well defined syllabus given by the UPSC for the CSAT. Okay, so syllabus, as you can see, consists of comprehension, interpersonal skills, which includes communication skills, right, logical reasoning and analytical ability, decision making and problem solving, general mental ability and basic numeracy. Okay, so the good point is that UPSC has given a well defined syllabus, but the bad part about it is that it is not very well defined. Okay, so if I ask you what do you mean by general mental ability, or what type of questions would be there from the general mental ability, so you cannot just say these type of questions would be asked in general mental ability until and unless you will not see the questions which are being asked in general mental ability. Moreover, what is general for me may not be general for you, right? So it's a relative term. Even in GS, general studies, we study many things which may not be so general, right? So for our purposes, for this class, we will be mostly focusing on this aspect, syllabus number 3 to 6, and we will call it as maths. So we will be mainly dealing with the mathematics portion or the maths portion of the CSAT paper, which includes the branches like 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. One thing more needs to be observed in this syllabus is that UPSC only expect us to prepare mathematics portion or numeracy portion up till class 10th level. So if you know up to 10th level, UPSC expect that only. Okay. So what we have understood from this syllabus, that we will be mainly focusing on 3, 4, 5 and 6. So basically mathematics portion we will be discussing. Okay. Apart from this, what we have seen is the syllabus is vague. You cannot really get you cannot really get to know what type of questions will be asked just by seeing the term problem solving. So what problem will you be solving is not clear just by seeing the CSAT paper. Okay. So what we will do in order to solve this problem, we will see in the next slide, which is this, right. So okay, so first of all, before moving forward, we will be interested in why we have to study this CSAT paper, or why we have to study maths in order to become a civil servant, right. So first of all, it's a basic requirement asked by the UPSC to clear 2 papers in prelims. First is GS1 and second is GS2. GS2 is termed as CSAT. Okay. So GS1 consists of 200 marks and GS2 also consists of 200 marks. In GS1 there are 100 questions. Each question carry of 2 marks and 1/3 negative, right. In CSAT paper, there are 80 questions. Each question consists of plus 2.5 marks and minus 1/3 negative, right? So in CSAT paper there are together 80 questions. Out of these 80 questions, 55 to 60 questions are generally asked from the mathematics portion, and around 20 to 30 questions would be asked from the comprehension or the passage portion. Clearly, the weightage is much more tilted in favor of mathematics. So, keeping this in mind, we will be first dealing in mathematics portion. Okay. Okay. So, as we have seen that CSAT is the requirement that has been asked by the UPSC. Okay. So, we have to prepare it. Okay. We have to get passed in it. In order to pass the CSAT paper, you have to get 66.67 marks out of 200. Now, you may be thinking that this is a very low score. Anyone can get 66.67 out of 200, but this is not the case. Many students are facing difficulty in this paper recently, in recent times. In recent times, many people are facing difficulty in CSAT paper. They are not able to clear it. Okay. So, this is another reason why we have to prepare this paper holistically and in a scientific manner. Okay. How we will do this, we'll see it later. So, why many students are facing difficulty in this paper? So, first there are two reasons about it. First is that people keep a casual attitude. As far as CSAT is concerned, when prelims approaches, they only study the GS portion of the prelims paper. They do not give much importance to the CSAT paper, and in turn their preparation is not very good in general for the CSAT paper. Okay. Secondly, CSAT difficulty has also increased in recent years. So, if the UPSC is increasing the difficulty level of the CSAT paper and you are not preparing it with the required efforts, then it's a perfect combo for a disaster. Just imagine you will be getting around 100 marks in the GS paper 1, and you fail in CSAT. You will be wasting full 1 year. Okay. So, don't commit this mistake. Just prepare the CSAT paper holistically. How you have to prepare, we'll talk it about the next slide. Okay. So, there is also a more ideal case for why you should prepare CSAT or why UPSC is asking CSAT, because ideally civil servant should be comfortable with numbers, graphs, tables, etc., like percentages, right? Why civil servant should be comfortable with numbers? Because ideally after becoming a DM or a collector for a district, or let's say you will be becoming a secretary, joint secretary, or some secretary in some ministry, you will have to find various reports, right? You will be filing various reports. You will be in the business of policy making. Okay. If you are in Ministry of Finance, then you will be dealing with lot of economic variables, economic data, like economic growth. If I ask you, what do you mean by %8 economic growth? Let's say in 2021 economic grows 8%. What does this 8% mean? Many people would say that there are two things. First is concept of base year. and second is the concept of base effect. Many people are confused in these two concepts. Okay, so kindly let me know in the comment section what do you mean by the base year and what is base effect. Okay, and what does this 8% mean? Is this 8% an increase in GDP from the levels of 2011, or is it increase in the GDP from 2020? And what does this 8% mean? Does it mean nominal GDP or real GDP? Please give me your answers in the comment section. Okay. Okay, so let us move forward. So now we will be discussing about what should be your strategy in dealing with the CSAT paper. Okay, so if you follow this strategy, I ensure you that you will score a very good marks in the upcoming CSAT paper of 2023, or if you are preparing for 2044, you will be scoring very good marks in 2024 as well. Just do these things and you will be able to prepare CSAT very holistically. Okay, so first thing that needs to be done is don't ignore this paper. If you ignore this paper, then your casual attitude will be responsible for your failure, right? So don't ignore this paper. Nowadays even many IITians are facing issues in it. I'm sure you must have heard about some really great people who have flunked in CSAT, right? And at the face of it you wouldn't have believed it, right? But after some time you get to know, yes, there are some IITians also who are facing issues with it. I am also having some friends who have faced great difficulty in CSAT, right? And some of them have even failed the CSAT paper, right? So it is heartbreaking because in GS they are scoring very good, around 100, 110. It's a very good score nowadays in prelims, right? GS1. So the second thing that you have to do is, as we have talked that syllabus is vague, so what we can do, we have to find the repetitive themes that has been asked by the UPSC Civil Services examination, right? After identifying the repetitive themes, we have to prepare them holistically. What does preparing a theme holistically mean? Holistic preparation of a repetitive theme means you are able to solve every possible question. In this theme, right? So next, how to find this repetitive theme? You have to take the cue from PYQs. So in this video lectures, we will be dealing with the CSAT papers of 2014 till 2022, and we will find out many repetitive themes that are being asked by the UPSC Civil Services examination, right, in the CSAT paper, right? The same exercise is very handy even in general studies. Yes, GS paper 1. So you should do the same exercise, take lot of cues from the PYQs. Okay. Then we will be focusing most of our energy in the mathematics section, right? Why mathematics section? Because in mathematics, if you solve a question, there is certainty that you will be able to solve the question if you have done a very thorough exercises at the home, right? If you have prepared a repetitive theme holistically, and if it comes in the exam, you are almost certain that you will be able to solve the question, right? Secondly, in maths there is a great amount of predictability about nature of the questions. What type of questions would be asked are same every year. Just the language gets changed, right? And this will give you a great amount of confidence. With confidence, your stress and anxiety level would decrease, and it will increase your performance in the actual prelims examination. Moreover, if you are confident in the CSAT paper, you can devote your time more in GS paper, right? You can take stress about GS, but not for CSAT. Yes. After this, what one must do is work on accuracy. In maths, even if you are certain about what themes would come, and even if you have prepared them holistically, there is always a chance of calculation mistake. So you have to work hard on your accuracy aspect and time management. Why we should manage our time really well? Because it is not that you have been given an infinite amount of time to solve a particular question. You have hardly around 2 to 4 minutes to solve any question of CSAT, right? Because UPSC expect you to solve 80 questions in 2 hours. So you have to manage your time really well. Even after becoming a IAS officer or an IPS officer, time management is a crucial trait for any civil servant. Okay. So, okay, after discussing what should be done in the CSAT paper, these are the steps that if you will do these things, I'll guarantee you that you will be able to score very good marks in CSAT paper. But how to do it? How you will be able to take all the cues from the PYQs and find the repetitive themes and work on accuracy aspect, right? So for that only we are going to start this YouTube series in which I am going to help you. Okay, I will be helping you in finding these repetitive themes and preparing them holistically. Okay, I will be giving you some of the calculation tricks as well to minimize your calculation mistake and improve your time management. Okay, so this YouTube lecture would be the one-stop solution for any upcoming CSAT paper. So if you just watch these videos, we'll ensure that you will not be finding any difficulty as far as CSAT is concerned. Okay, all right. So as I have already told you that you have to find various repetitive themes. So what are these themes which you need to prepare? Okay, so there are many themes. We have not cited all of them, but in due course of time we will be discussing each and every theme, right? Okay, so there is this theme of finding number in a sequence. We'll just be seeing this, right? There are some questions on directions, sense of direction. There is this theme of calendar, percentage, blood relations, and many more, right? So these type of questions are generally asked by UPSC every year. Okay, so what are other themes which you need to prepare? One theme is clock, right? One thing is clock. Okay, so let us see this question of CSAT asked in 2018. Okay, so here it says that consider the following statements. Consider the following pattern of numbers. What is the number at the question mark in the above pattern? So what we have to do is find the missing number which should be filled here, right? So this is, first of all, we will only be seeing right now is that this question has been asked from the theme of number 1. Okay, so UPSC has asked this question from the theme of number 1, finding missing number in a sequence. Okay, secondly, just see this question. This question was asked in 2020. It says that consider the following arrangements that has some missing letters. Again, there are some missing letters. Instead of numbers, this time UPSC is asking missing letters. Okay, so they have given this sequence of alphabets A, B, dash, B, C, B, dash, D, C, B, D, C, D, E, D, dash, D. Okay. So, missing letters which complete the arrangement are, again we have to find the missing letters in a given sequence. Here in terms of numbers, it has been given the letters. Okay. The question is the same, 2018 and 2020 themes are the same, right? Another question, replace the incorrect term by the correct term in the given sequence. So here a sequence is given, right? Here it says, here odd terms and even terms follow the same pattern. Okay, so what are the odd terms? Odd terms are 3, 7, 13, 21, 31 and 43. What are the even terms? 2, 4, 10, 18, 28 and 40. So what it says, that odd terms, that is this, and even terms, that is this, follow the same sequence. So they follow the same sequence, and we have to find the incorrect term and replace it with the correct term. So all these terms would be among all these terms, one term would be incorrect, and we have to find that incorrect term, and then let's say 7 is incorrect. So we'll replace 7, and in place of 7 we'll write question mark, and then we have to find the question mark, what would be there in question mark. So it would be the same as the question asked by UPSC in the 2018 paper, right? This question was asked in 2021. It was also from the same theme, right? Finding numbers in a missing sequence. So even in 2020, UPSC is asked a question from this theme. Just see the question. What is the value of x in the sequence, right? So it says 20, 10, 10, 15, 30, 20, 75 and x. You have to find the x. Okay. So again the same theme has been asked by the UPSC Civil Services, right? So so what we have understood till now, a question has been asked by this theme in 2018, question has been asked by this theme in 2020, question has been asked in 2021, and another question has been asked in 2022. So we can say this, it's a repetitive theme, right? And thus it becomes important to prepare this theme for the upcoming CSAT paper of 2023 or 2024. Okay. So our approach would be similar to this. This will be our approach in the upcoming videos, right? And we'll be solving all the PYQs that has been asked by the UPSC from 2014 to 2022. However, we'll not be solving these questions paper wise, rather we'll be solving these by dividing into thematic areas. Okay, we'll be dividing our classes in multiple thematic areas, and then we'll be solving many questions, all the questions asked by UPSC in these years, right? Okay, so in this class we'll be discussing our topic number 1, which would be calendar. Okay, so this topic is very important, and UPSC has asked several questions from this topic. We'll solve all the questions in the class itself, right? So as far as difficulties level is concerned, so difficulty level of this topic would be easy to moderate. I guarantee you there would not be any single question which you will not be able to solve after watching this video series. Okay, so there would not be any difficult question after you watch the complete lecture on calendar. What is the goal of our video of this topic calendar? Goal is to solve every possible type of question that can be asked, right? This we have called holistic preparation. we'll prepare the topic of calendar holistically, right? Lastly, if you understand the basics of calendar, this will help you in solving questions of other areas as well. We'll just be seeing how the knowledge of calendar will be handy in solving questions of clock. Okay. All right. So let us begin. So this is the calendar of the month of January, right? 2023 January. So the questions that would be asked by the UPSC would be on the lines of, they'll give you some day, like let's say what is the day on 15th August 2023, upcoming Independence Day in 2023, what will be the day? Okay, so on 1st January 2023, it is Sunday. So what would be the day on 15th August 2023? That can be asked by the UPSC, right? So we'll be seeing how to solve any question of this nature that can be asked by the UPSC, right? Before that, let me ask you a simple question. Let us solve simple question. 1st January 2023 is Sunday. If I ask you what will be the day on 6th January 2023, I'm hopeful that every one of you can solve this question if this calendar is not given to you, right? So it's very easy, right? So first is Sunday, second is will be Monday, third would be Tuesday, fourth would be Wednesday, 5 would be Thursday, and 6 would be Friday. Everyone can do that, right? There's not much difficulty in doing this, right? But if I ask you 1st January 2023, this is Sunday, right? We have just seen it. What will be the day on, let's say, 1st January 2099? This seems to be a difficult question, right? This seems to be a difficult question. A similar question of this nature has been asked by UPSC in 2022, Prelims 2022, right? So we'll be solving this question at the end of our classes, right? So even we'll be solving more difficult questions than this that has not been asked by the UPSC yet, but they can be asked in the upcoming prelims examination. Okay, so let us develop the basics, or let us develop the theory, or what will be the approach of us in solving the questions of calendar. Okay, so we'll be seeing some properties of the calendar that will be exploited throughout our session, about how to deal with the questions of calendar, right? Which properties we will be exploiting in order to solve these complex questions, but their solutions will be very easy, I assure you, right? So just think this. If I ask you what will be the day on 30 January 2023, or before that, let me ask you what will be the day on 8 January 2023, right? So I'm sure you will be saying it as Sunday. Okay, similarly, if I ask you what will be the day on 15th January 2023, I'm sure you will be giving the answer as Sunday. You can see in this 1, 8, 15, 22 and 29, there is, if you add 7 to any date, the day does not change. Why day does not change? Because in any week there are 7 days, and after these 7 days the cycle gets repeated. So it's a cycle. Okay, so we'll be exploiting this concept that by adding 7 days in a date does not change day. Day would remain the same. Sunday would remain the same if you add any number of times 7 in this 1, right? So this would be the easiest way to solve this question, right? This can be another approach. So how to get this 30? So 1 plus 7 is equals to 8, 8 plus 7 is equals to 15, 15 plus 7 is 22, 22 plus 7 is 29. So on 29th of January 2023 it would be Sunday, because by adding 7 the day does not change. We have just seen this. If 29th is Sunday, I am pretty sure that all of you can answer now. 30th January it would be Monday. Okay, you can also verify here 30th January is Monday. Okay, so this can be done. This can be another approach to solve a particular question, right? So 30th January 2023 would be Monday. Okay, so let us solve some questions. These questions, in these questions, which day will lie on 14th February 2023? Question number 2 is which day will lie on 20th May 2023? This will be the day of your prelims paper of this year, right? Question number 3 would be which day will lie on 23 October 2023. Question number 4, which day will lie on 25 December 2023. The last question is which day will lie on 1st January 2024. Okay, so let us solve the first question. What will be the day on 14 February 2023? So I'll be giving, you can solve it anyway. First method to solve this is write sequentially all the days starting from 1st and get till 14th February. This is the worst method and we will not be using this method, okay, because this is a very tardy method, right? Second method that we have discussed is an improvement of the first method, in which we will reach 14th February by doing this. (29 plus 7), what will be this? 29 plus 2 would be 31, right? 31 would be 31 plus 1, it would be 1, okay, and then it would be 5. 5 plus 7, it would be 12. So 12 February would be Sunday, because we have just been adding 7 and 1st January was Sunday. So this 12th February would be Sunday. We want to calculate what will be the day on 14th. So 13th would be Monday and 14th February would be Tuesday. This is one way you can solve this question, right? But we will not be solving by this method also, okay? You can solve any questions by this method also, or this method also, but we will not be solving either by method 1 or method 2. We will be discussing another method and we will be solving all the questions using this method, okay? This is the best and the fastest method that you can do, because the number of days are very large. Then even this method would take a lot of time, right, and energy of you, and there are chances of accuracy, yes, calculation mistakes. So what we will do in method 3 is we will count the number of days between 1st January 2023 till the date which we have to find, 14 February 2023, right? Here it is given that on 1st January 2023 the day is Sunday. Yes, you have to find what will be the day on 14 February 2023. So we will count the number of days which are between 14 February 2023 to 1st January 2023. So always remember that you will not be taking the day from which you are starting, right? So you will not add 1st January 2023, but you will always be adding the last day or the day on which you have to go, right? On which day we have to go? We have to go to 14 February 2023. So we will be adding this 14 February 2023, the day of 14 February 2023, but we will not be adding the day of 1st January 2023, right? So in the month of January there are 31 days, but we will not be adding this number, right? 1st January 2023 will not be adding. So total number of remaining days in the month of January would be 30, right? In the month of February we have to calculate how many days? 14 days. Always calculate this number. This comes out to be 44. This is the step 1 that you have to do in every question. After that, divide this 44 by 7. 7 6 are 42. The remainder comes out to be 2. What you are doing in this, you can always write like this: 44 is equals to 7 into 6 plus 2. Just see, what does this mean? 7 6 are. This means you are adding 7 6 times, right? But we have already seen, no matter how much time do you add 7, the effect of it on day does not change, because on 12th February it would come out to be Sunday, right? So this 7 into 6 will not produce any change in the day, right? So, but this remainder would be producing a change with respect to the day. So always add your remainder in the initial day. It will be Tuesday, because here it flows like this: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so on, right? Sunday plus 1 is Monday, and Monday plus 1 is Tuesday. So Sunday plus 2 is Tuesday, right? So for solving all the questions we would be relying on method number 3, right? So okay, let us solve another question. Maybe this will bring you more clarity. So we have to find the day on 20th May 2023. What will be the day on 20th May 2023? So let us directly go to the method which we have just discussed, method number 3. So what is given? We know that 1st January 2023 is Sunday, right? We have to go to 20th May 2023, right? Always calculate the number of days that are between the day on which you have to calculate and the day which you have taken as a reference. Note that the answer would not change if your reference date is changed. Answer is independent of the reference date which you would take. Even if you take 14 February 2023 as Tuesday here and then calculate what will be on 20th May 2023, you will get the same answer. Okay, so please do it for this question in your home and tell me whether the answer is coming same by changing the reference date or not. Okay, so what is the number of days between in the month of January? So in the previous question what I have said, we will not be calculating this day by calculating the number of days that is between these two dates, right? But we will be always consider the last date which we have to calculate, right? So number of days would be 30 days in January, right? Why 30 days? Because all over 31 days are there in January, but we will not be taking our reference date which is 1st January. So remaining days are 30, right? Then in February it is 28 days, March it is 31 days, April it is 30 days, May May will not take 31 days because we have to go only till 20th May 2023. So we will be only adding 28 days. So if you calculate this, it will come out to be 7, carry 1, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 14. So total number of days comes out to be 147. Always divide this number of days by 7. So it would come out to be 0. Always you can, what you can write, 147 is equals to 7 into 21 plus 0, right? This you can write. So what we have seen in the previous question, this number, what does this mean? This means that 7 into 21, this means we are adding 7 21 times, right? 21 times in the initial day, right? So this will produce no change or no effect, right? This will produce no change or no effect in the number of days, right? Further, here the remainder is 0. That means Sunday, which is the reference date, plus 0, which would be Sunday. So on 20th May 2023, you will be having a Sunday, and this you already know that this is the day of your prelims paper, right? And prelims paper is always conducted on Sunday, right? So if your preparation is not started, or if you have not started the preparation of the prelims paper, I insist you to start your preparation of prelims, right? Because now how many days are left? Please calculate and tell me in the comment section. Okay, all right. Okay, so let us solve this particular question also. So what will be the day on 2 October 2023? So 2nd October 2023 would be the birth anniversary of two famous gentlemen. First is, as you all know, Gandhiji, and the second is Lal Bahadur Shastri. I am sure you all have dreams to do the training in Lavasna, right? So the Lavasna is named after Lal Bahadur Shastri ji, right? So okay, so we have to calculate the number of days from, let us take reference date at 1st January 2023, date of New Year, it is Sunday, right? We have to calculate the day on 2nd October 2023, right? What would be the day on 2nd October 2023, right? So okay, always calculate the number of days that are between 1st January 2023 till 2nd October 2023. While calculating the number of days, always include the target date on which you have to calculate the day, right? But never ever include the number of day, never ever include the day from which you have started, means reference date, right? Never ever include this. So let us calculate the number of days between 1st January 2023 to 2nd October 2023. One way of doing it, as we have done before, that 30 days are there in January, 28 days are there in February, 31 days are there in March, and so on. But here a more efficient way of calculating the number of days would be, there are 365 days in a year, right? We are not taking any day from December, right? We are not taking any day from November. We are not taking how many days from October? October is 31. We are not taking 29 days from October, right? Because we will be taking 2 days of October here, and we will not be taking 1 day of January, right? So just minus it. So what will be here? So okay, okay, so here it would be 4, 15 minus 9, 10, 11, 4 would be here, 5, another 15, okay, 15, 12, 9, 7, and here would be 2. Okay, so the number of days would be 274, right? So always divide this number by 7. So 7 3s are 21, remainder comes out to be 6, 7 9s are 63, remainder comes out to be 1. Okay, what we will be doing, we will be adding this the remainder in the initial day, right? So Sunday plus 1. Oh, what is this happening? Okay, so Sunday plus 1 is nothing but Monday. So on 2nd October 2023 it would be Monday, right? So these were the practice questions, right? First we have done, second we have done, third we have done. So if you have any doubts since till here, please ask in the comment section. I will be replying it personally. Okay, so question number 4 and question number 5 is your homework. Okay, so you have to solve these two questions at home and tell me what is the answer of these questions. Okay, in the next class we will be solving much more questions. Okay, so till today we have what we have done, we have solved, we have tried to calculate the day on a particular date in a given year or in a single year. Going forward we will be learning as to how you would calculate the day on a particular date of multiple years, right? So if I say what will be the day on 20th May 2029, these type of questions we will see how we will exploiting another property of the calendar in order to navigate through the years, right? So okay, that's from my side. Thank you, and please study hard. Okay.